Hey Galaxy Girls! In this video, I'm going to be explaining in detail why having the wrong company around you can literally block your blessings. All right? And we're not talking about physically. Sometimes it is physically, but we're talking about spiritually. Okay, we're talking about things that you can't see or hear. It just affects you subconsciously. You don't realize it's happening until you're around this person for years and years and you find yourself in the exact same place, still trying to lift them up, still trying to take them with you, still trying to convince them of your vision. Having the wrong company around you will block your blessings. All right. So number one, to even be successful, you have to have a strong belief in yourself. You have to have confidence in yourself, because if you can't see yourself doing it, if you don't believe you can do it, you won't even try. You won't even try. You won't even think that it's in your realm to achieve something that great, right? So once again, you have to believe in yourself. You have to have a deep faith in yourself to even have the audacity to chase your dreams, right? And if you have a bunch of people around you who don't see your vision, who constantly give you the glass half empty perspective, why it won't work, or why it's too hard, or why you shouldn't go for that goal, right? Or you have people around you who never agree with you. They never reassure you that you have the talent to do it, that you have the gift to do it. They never uplift you. They're just there for the ride, right? It's like taking a GPS route with all red lights. It's like you're going to be on the same path to the destination, but there's going to be so much resistance. So much resistance. Having people around you that believe in you, but they not telling you. They don't want you to pass them. People that see you grinding, see you evolving, but they're not going to repost you. They're not patronizing you because they don't want to see you pass them. People that want to benefit from your blessings and benefit from the fruits of your labor, but they don't want to add to it. They don't want to water the plant to help it grow. They just want to reap the fruit, right? You're going to the same destination, but it's like taking a GPS route with all red lights. Versus when you have people around you that not only believe in you, not only see your light, not only see your potential, but they speak love and light into you. They remind you how great you are. Every now and then they say, when you starting that podcast, when you writing that book, you're supposed to bend. People that really do push you. People that motivate you, people that remind you how great you are, people that don't hold their tongue when it comes to complimenting you, right? Because they're so confident and sure about themselves, they don't mind spreading that love and light onto you. They don't mind having their cup overflow on you because they're not intimidated by your greatness and your growth. They have enough love to go around. They not stingy with the love. They not stingy with the compliments. Having people around you that agree with you, that believe in you, that push you, right? That's like taking a GPS route with all green lights. Minimal resistance. The only person that can cause your downfall is you at this point. It is so important to have people around you that give you good energy. When you have a bunch of leeches around you, when you have a bunch of shady people around you, haters around you, people that are just afraid to be your enemy, right? But they don't really want to be your ally. They just don't want to be your enemy. When you have people like that around you, it can cause an energetic blockage that you won't see or feel. I mean, that you won't see or be able to touch, but you can feel it. You can feel it energetically. You're always going to feel like a little bit iffy around this person. You're not going to know if you can tell them all your business. You're not going to fully trust them. You're never going to tell them your plans and your ideas because you're tired of having them not understand. You're tired of having your ideas shot down. You're tired of having people give you a pessimistic perception of your dreams and your goals. When you have that feeling of putting up a guard around someone to protect your energy, when you know you got to protect your energy around certain people, that is the telltale sign that that person does not need to be around you. They may not be a threat to your life, but that can make little jabs in your self-esteem. That can make little jabs in your confidence. I remember one time I was telling one of my friends something about, what I wanted to do with my YouTube channel or how I wanted to go on tour or something like that. And she was like, what? She was like, you can't do that. That's too hard. And, at this time, I've already done so much. I'm already rebellious. I do what I want. I'm an Aquarius. Listen, I don't listen to no one but myself. So even though she said, you can't do that, that's too hard. It didn't really affect me, right? But I remember thinking, did you just tell me something was too hard? Like, no. Let's run through the whole sentence. You just told me that I can't do something and then that's too hard? Like, I laughed about it in my brain because I couldn't believe how much she did not believe. You know what I'm saying? And you know what? I'm going to name an example that's better, right? Someone that actually affected me and that I feel like actually was, holding me back energetically. I had a friend. Oh my God. I just remember, y'all. A flood of memories just came back to my mind. I had a friend for a long time. She started off as a hairstylist at my salon, and we became closer and we built a friendship outside of business. But this friend was so pessimistic. This friend was so negative. This friend never supported me if she wasn't involved in the project. Like, she would never attend my birthday celebrations. She would never attend my events unless she was working them. Like, she would never just be there for me to support me. And the reason why I bring that up is because there was another stylist in our salon suite building who was also, on her grind. She was going on tour, doing her classes. She's an amazing stylist. But this girl would always show up to this other hairstylist events. She will always do free work for her. She will always just volunteer for her. She will, big her up. Like, I'm going to so-and-so's event. I'm going to so-and-so house. I went to so-and-so house. She had a big house and da-da-da. And I'm thinking in my mind, okay, that's cool. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't got no problem. But it's like, you never support me. And the thing is, like, when I have friends or employees or anyone, I do everything to supply them with resources, to supply them with clients, to supply them with skills in order to build themselves up and get their business up. So it's like, I never held my nuts on this girl. I never held my nuts on resources, on advice, nothing. I never held my nuts on her for nothing. But for some reason, when it came to supporting me, being there for me, this girl was never there. Then on top of that, like, we had a mutual friend because, my friends would be in my salon all the time. So she got acquaintance with my my homegirls. And one of my homegirls was saying that she was talking about me and talking about my boyfriend, saying that my boyfriend was gay and stuff like that. And I just remember thinking, like, why is this girl, like, why does she feel like a op? Why does she feel like a op? Another time, I brought my boyfriend to the shop and she was like saying rude stuff to him and trying to embarrass him in front of like a group of people. Other times she would body shame me and talk about, oh, your ass is flat and stuff like that. And I would just literally think like, I feel like I'm in an abusive relationship. Like, I didn't understand it. But she was one of those type of people where she would not support. She would throw shade. She would throw all these shady jokes or whatever. But then she will always come around like with a big smile on her face. Like, let's go to the club. Or, let's do this. Let's do that. Or I got to move. Or, she will always come with like a balance of a fun energy. So it kept me around her for a long time. But it was just like there was another side of our friendship that was just like, you can't like me. There's no way you like me. There's no way. There's no way you like me. And I remember one time I had I got a lot of wigs from sponsors and stuff like that. So I asked her, to come to my house because I haven't seen her in a long time. Because this is one of those friends where it's like you can only be around them like once a year or like twice a year for like 48 hours max, because we easily get too much of each other. Like after 2 days, I'm like, see you in 6 months. So I invited her over, for some wine. I was like, come over, let's do some content. I got some wigs, da da da. So she comes and I do her hair on camera. I do her makeup, and it's, it's a really nice, fun video. And right after the video, she goes, Breezie, I need a big favor from you. I'm like, what? Can I borrow $200? Because I need it for a rental car, da 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 da. I'm like, I already know that, me and you, we don't have a good history with money. Like, every time you ask me for money, it's like you never pay me back. So I looked at her on her face. I said, are you going to give me this money back? I promise you, I'm gonna give it to you. Da 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 da. I already knew she was gonna give it back to me, but I sent her the money anyway. And after that, I told her, I would remind her about the money that she owed me, right? I would say, hey, you don't have to give me the full 200, in one piece. You can give me like $20 a week until it's all paid off. Like, I'm not tripping, but it is about the principle. Like, I do want you to pay me back because that's what you said. You didn't say, can I have 200? You begged for me to borrow it, and you made it seem like, you were definitely going to pay it back. So I'm not tripping about, how much you pay or how quick you pay it. Just give me something to pay on it. Never gave me a dime. Okay. So, probably like maybe like 3 or 4 years later, right? I wanted to connect with her. And I was like, come to my house. No. She like got in a breakup, and she was like all sad and stuff like that. So, I'm the friend that's going to tell you to come over. I'm going to get you drunk. I'm going to get you high. I'm going to do your hair. I'm going to do your makeup. I'm going to let you borrow a dress, and we going to go out. And, I'm the type to lift my friend's spirits up. Okay. So she was going through this heartbreak, and I told her to come to my house or whatever. And, like, let me do, whatever. Let me lift your spirits up. Now, mind you, I've done this girl's hair like maybe 3 times for free. Probably like 3 more times or 5 more times for free at the shop when she was my stylist. I never charged my stylist. And if she got her hair done by me and she actually paid, it was probably like only $100. Like, I used to charge my friends dirt cheap. Y'all, tell me why, like, literally like a day after I sent her that invitation, I thought about all the times this girl played me. All the times this girl told me that she was going to give me my money, never gave me the money back. all the times this girl was caught talking about me behind my back, telling people that my boyfriend was gay. One time I had her start my twists, start my locks, like back in 2017. She did them so sloppy. And I asked her to redo them. She refused. And I told her, well, you gonna give me my money back? She said no. I had parts this big and then parts like this big right beside each other. Like, did my hair super sloppy. And I just thought about all the ways she disrespected me in front of my clients. And I was like, never mind. I was like, yeah, never mind. Yeah, I don't care how she feels about this. I don't care if you leave or stay. So when she was like, hey, you still gonna do my hair? I texted her back. I was like, honestly, I changed my mind. And y'all, I never do that. I swear to God, I never do that. I would rather people please and put other people's feelings before mine before I, be an Indian giver. But in this case, this girl has done me dirty so many times. It's like, I didn't care how she felt. I was like, yeah, I changed my mind. I'm not doing it no more. She was like, are you serious? You told me that you're going to do this and you said this and you said that. I was like, I mean, I would, but you know what I'm saying? You got to give me $100. I was so stoic with her. I was like, I will still do it, but you got to pay me. Oh, you a fuck bitch. You this. Like, she was literally cursing, like calling me names. Now, me and her, we done got in arguments before where we was this close to each other's face, but we never called each other names. She called me a bitch. What? So after that, y'all, girl, I laughed and I stopped talking to her. Now, another instance where this friend was just totally not a friend to me. First of all, I can really do 100 stories on this girl. The point being is, me having friends like that around me made me feel so unsupported. Me having girls like that around me made me feel so unsupported. It put me in a people pleaser state of mind where I never felt good enough for these people. I always felt like I couldn't do enough. I couldn't do enough. I couldn't do your hair for free enough. I couldn't give you enough free hair. I couldn't loan you enough money. I couldn't give you enough money-making opportunities. I couldn't hand over enough clients. I couldn't do enough. This girl never uplifts me. She never supports me unless she's benefiting somehow. And it wasn't just her. I had a lot of girls around me like that. And I'm not saying it's their fault or it's their character. It's probably an environment that I created, being the people pleaser that I was. And I wholeheartedly blame that on myself. But also, it's like, I would never use someone like that. So it's like, yeah, I don't blame them completely, but I also would never associate with them anymore because I would never take advantage of someone the way my old friends used to take advantage of me. So once again, you need people around you that's going to reciprocate your energy. You know, when I got rid of a lot of the friends that did not pour back into me and that just wanted to suck me dry for everything that I had, I started to attract, well, not even just that. I had to consciously put energy into relationships that were reciprocal. Because before, you know, I wanted a certain group of girls to appreciate me. But I realized that, you know, you can't really do enough for people. Like, there is no point in trying to get people to see your value and trying to get people to appreciate you. You just have to look around and see who just naturally appreciates you and naturally wants to pour into you. And when I consciously decided to pour into those different relationships, then my reality was totally different. You know, I would, let's say, invite one of my, newer friends to do content because I couldn't sell a wig. A sponsor sent me a wig, and I'm like, I'll bump it. I'll just call one of my friends to do some content, and she'll come, right? I'll put the wig on her. We'll do the video. And at that point, I told her it was for free, so she wouldn't pay me, or she didn't pay me. But then like a week later, she sent me $150. Like, I need friends that care about me. Like, I need friends that tip me. Like, I and not even just that. I need friends that want to patronize me. I need friends that want to pour back into me and that want a reciprocal relationship with me, because keeping me as a friend is valuable to them. They value me as a person. None of my new friends have a pessimistic, negative perception on anything that I tell them. None of them disagree with me. None of them, assume that I was wrong in the situation, or I'm this or I'm that, or I had a messed up intention. Like, none of them have that perception of me. And my friendships now are so easygoing and so abundant, and they're just so like reciprocal. And it's crazy because I couldn't even believe how many vultures I was around. I couldn't even believe it. I couldn't even believe how many girls I was around that never uplifted me, never complimented me, never did nothing for me unless they were involved or unless they benefited. So once again, choose to be around people that give back to you. Choose to be around people that reciprocate that energy. Let it be the last time that you loan somebody money that refuses to pay you back and that makes excuses when it's time to pay you back, or that gets mad at you and gaslights you when it's time to pay you back. These people, you cannot please them. Let it be the last time you hang out with someone that refuses to support your events, refuses to support your business, to repost you, to patronize you, especially if you are someone that always supported them through all of their endeavors and all their, trials and tribulations, when you were the one that they called. You were the one that they called. When you have that reciprocal love, the reciprocal love around you, you'll be surprised how easy it is to level up in life. You'd be surprised how easy it is to evolve. When you have people on your frequency, people who are positive, people who are optimistic, people who are girls, not girls who are competitive, not girls who are bitter, right? Not girls who will look you up and down and never compliment you. They'll just think of ways to top you, right? We're not accepting that competitive energy around us this year. We're not doing it. I'm not here to compete with you, sis. I'm here to compete with the old me. You think I'm competing with you? I'm competing with me from last year. Like, you're not even in my realm. You're focused on me and I'm focused on me. One of us is focused on the wrong person. Okay? So, yes. And even if you go through a phase where you don't have people around you and you find yourself with no friends, even that is okay, because that gives you the opportunity to refill your plate of people. your network. You know, you're starting with a clean slate. Now you can go to seminars and make new friends that can actually help you evolve. Now you can go to events and festivals and find new friends that can help show you new things. Help put you on new people, help you network with other people that can help you evolve, or, you know, like whatever. So never just look at your life like, if you're going through a transitional period where you're trying to align with higher vibrational people, you know, when you find yourself a little bit lonely, like, damn, like I feel like I don't have nobody. I feel like I don't have no friends. Let me tell you something. It is better to be alone than have a bunch of fake people around you. You get so much more done when you're alone anyway. You get so much more done. Your creativity flows so much more. You can stay in that flow state when you don't have a bunch of negative haters and a bunch of fake people around you with they hand out. Be alone. Be alone until you network with new people on a different frequency, on the same journey you are, who are just as loving as you are, who are just as happy as you are. Right? So, yes, you guys, it's dangerous, yo. It's dangerous. Like, think of Selena. Selena was famous, widely successful, and her own assistant unalived her. Her own assistant. Because apparently Selena confronted her about smuggling money. You are in a position with this famous artist that a lot of people would kill for, and you're smuggling money? For what? Then not only that, but you had to unalive the girl? For what? Who needs enemies when you got friends like that? Who needs enemies when you got people around you like that? Oh, thank you guys so much for listening, watching this video. If you are not subscribed to my channel already, make sure you go ahead and do that. Turn on your notifications. Text EasyBreezie to 31996, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Keep them fakes from around you. Period.